Hi guys, this is a little bit of a why the hell not turn on the camera video. I don't actually have anything planned. I just had some thoughts that I wanted to record, and congratulations. You guys are my external memory. I was bumping into a couple of reply videos and came across that ever so present concept of being in the now. We're all familiar with this. The new strain, well, not that new, honestly, but the very popular strain of anglicized Eastern thought, which would have us perpetually vilify internal narration and self-comment, and laud quietude of mind and complete immersion in the immediacy of experience. And I bump into this a lot. It is as often as not purported to be the viable alternative to a reductionist, material heavy narrative. And I can't help but thinking, and this is going to be developed further at a later time. I can't help but thinking in the kind of the absurdity of the dipolarness of this dialogue. That on the one hand, on the one hand, we have this reductive imperative in this thinly disguised logical positivism with a heavy emphasis on empiricism, and on the other, we have for all intents and purposes, Buddhist light. Less filling, tastes great, without all of that, sticky metaphysics stuff, or ethics stuff, or identity construct stuff, or the list goes on. It's it's Buddhist light in the way that tap water is light beer. But it strikes me that there are alternatives. That in this pull between black and white with shades of gray between, it is very, very curious that we do not more frequently hear the question of, what about blue? We have some persons saying it's all black and white. We have other persons saying it's shades of gray, and each are loudly expositing the virtues of their position. And I'm sitting here wondering what happened to the color blue, what happened to red, what happened to the rest of the color spectrum. Here specifically meaning what happened to the rest of the cultural epistemological spectrum. There doesn't seem to be much by way of interest in exploring or expounding epistemologies outside of the Aristotelian context on one hand, or the, again, our take on Zen. And it seems to me that we are finally reaching a point. We've been playing the postmodernist game long enough, and reached a degree of recursive self-reference at which it does start to imply other directions for investigation. Other directions, other cultural foundations from which we could potentially extrapolate different directions, different methods, different tools, different ways of conceptualizing the concept of epistemological or philosophical goal. And yeah,